Give things a chance. Let the fear you have fall away. I've got my eye on you.
Welcome home, all of my divine loves and my divine lovettes. I love you guys. Listen, I don't know. I got a download as I was watching an episode on the extraterrestrial beings on the History Channel, and they were showing a telescope called the Green Bank Telescope or something like that. And I don't know. I got a download from it that is actually I don't want to say not complete, and I don't want to say rigged, but there's a discrepancy inside there. It's not made to the fullest capacity. Okay, what happened is someone, they were working on it day and night, and someone fell asleep, and they were left alone. Okay, they were actually left alone on the project, while others, kind of left them hanging, and oh yeah, they felt like it was a complete, stressful thing. They felt burdened by it so much. And they felt like they were actually robbing, or we call it taking a lot away from their time. That's confirmation if you hear the noise up there. It's always my neighbor. My neighbor like to bang on my head like they got nothing to do. Um, but I use it for confirmation. You know what I mean? Yeah, for the situation. And it's ironic how it is confirmation, you guys, because it kind of it's banging, but it tells a story of how these people were working on this particular telescope, which was a green bank. And I'm telling you, it was at night, and somebody, fell asleep and left this one person to work on it, by themselves on that night, on that particular shift or what have you, knowing they had everything to gain, okay? And so that one person remained calm and just tried to do the best they could on that shift. So nobody's at fault here. But they became a little bit, major overwhelmed, like I said, when they turned around and they were by themselves. So they had a lot of, you know, battle within themselves. Can I finish this? Should I drink some more coffee, or should I fall asleep, or should I wake them up? Or so they decided that it was a little bit hesitant. They were hesitant, but they kept working. They kept working. They kept working. Um, and however, they felt like if nothing less, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to do my part, and that's what they did. They did their part here, okay. But it hurts them that the full the fullness of what needed to be done was not done at all, because it was a three it was like a three party type of you know yeah, I hope you guys can hear that. It was a three-party situation where other people were supposed to work. This is funny. They are funny. They make me laugh. But it's confirmation, you guys. So, yeah. So what's happening here is, when they finished the project, the person was a little bit discontent with the situation here, because, it was like it was a gift. However, they knew that it was not properly completed. Okay, there is a tiff in there somewhere. Okay, so the people did not come together to do what they were supposed to do. They left this person hanging. It was on a particular night shift. Something needed to be done, so it's not fully actually completed. So there's a step. You know how everything is step by step and so strategic. Okay, something is missing within that night shift. Okay, maybe And like I said, no one should be at major fault. If you guys understand me, because it is a long, lengthy project. Everybody was working really, really hard. Like I said, I mean, if you human, you can possibly fall asleep. You know what I mean? It's not like you did drugs or, did anything on the job or anything like that. These people actually fell asleep because they were dead tired. And the project is not what it's supposed to be. That's why it's not picking up as strongly as it should. Okay? All right. So it's not going to pick up like it should because there's a few steps missing. All right. Within that project, the Green Bank telescope. That's what I got, you guys. Yeah. And so that one person when they by the time we was working, when they finally woke up, he was so mad at them. He hollered at them, and they kind of stepped back. Nobody talked about it because I mean it would be a dial fry thing. I mean, this is a project that you cannot say, "Man, I'm sorry, I fell asleep." Right? You have to keep going. But I'm here to tell you guys, it was not a purpose thing. It was a human thing. A human thing happened while they were doing an extraordinary project that took uh, forever to create, right? Forever and a day, and it's faulty. Okay, so it's not going to pick up what you guys want it to pick up because of that. It's something missing in between that the other two persons that was working on a project should have been able to bring, because what type of project this green bank is what I'm getting. A divine spirit is showing me that it's a you know specific by specific expert project. It's like um it's kind of like, it reminds you of a court situation. In order to get this answer, you have to call in an expert. Okay, so they have to call in an expert to get that answer. It was an expert by expert project. One expert did its job, the other two fell asleep. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So, therefore, some steps so, that were not taken. Okay, to however, by looking at it, you can't ever tell. It's like if you do somebody hair, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, right? Or even on an assembly of a car, or any type of assembly line, you can't tell just by looking at it that something is actually missing. You can't see who fell asleep, right? Who didn't do their part. I don't know, you guys. The only reason that I guess divine spirit is bringing this to the forefront is because the person who's doing the research, they really wanted, to find something, some type of communication. But there's lost communication because of that situation. There was a expert step that was missed in the writings. It's like a regular blueprint. You can't do it without the expert doing what they're supposed to do to that specific design or model, because it's not going to be able to function like it should. Like I said, overall, if you look at the project, it'll look like it's functioning. This particular step, it was not taken. Okay? All right. So that's what I have for you guys. I love you guys from the door to the floor. Need I say more? And all is well. Okay? As it should be. One.